up on guns. Bring your friends, it's fun to lose and to pretend she's overboard. Self-assured, I know a dirty word. Hello, 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 hello. With the lights out, it looks dangerous. Here we are now, entertain us. I feel stupid and contagious. Here we are now, entertain us. I'm a lino, I'm a lino, a mosquito, my libido, yeah. Hey, oh, without the one I left over the gift of feeling blessed. A little group that's always been and always will until the end. Hello, 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 hello. With the lights out, it's so dangerous. Here we are now, entertain us. I feel stupid and contagious. Here we are now, entertain us. A mosquito, and a vino, a mosquito, my libido, yeah. Hey, oh, welcome to the happy hour, I suppose. You know, when you're full of angst, you don't really care where you are and what you're doing. But you know, I suppose we'll play some tunes. And I forget just why it tastes, oh yeah, I guess it makes me smile. I found it hard, so hard to find, oh well, whatever, never mind. Hello, 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 hello. With the lights out, it looks dangerous. Here we are now, entertain us. I feel stupid and contagious. Here we are now, entertain us. I'm a saddle and a vinyl, a mosquito, my libido, a denial, a denial, a denial, a denial, a denial, a denial, yada yada, yada yada, yada yada. Ooh. I'm gonna play another tune. It's by some friends of mine from across the pond. It's hard to drink when you got such long, luscious blonde locks. This is a song. It's called Glycerine. Must be your skin that I'm sinking in. Must be for real, 'cause now I can feel. And I don't mind, it's not my kind. It's not my time to wonder why. Everything's gone blight and everything's grey. Now you're here, now you're away. Don't want this, remember that. I'll never forget where you're at. Don't let the days go by. Glycerine, glycerine. I'm never alone, I'm alone. alone all the time. Are you at one? Or do you lie? We live in a will where everyone steals. When we're rise, it's like strawberry fields. Treated you bad, you bruised my face. Couldn't love you more, you got a beautiful taste. Don't let the days go by. Could have been easier on you. Couldn't change though I wanted to. Should have been easier by 3. My old friend Fear and you and me. Glycerine, glycerine. Don't let the days go by. Glycerine, glycerine. Bad moon white again. Bad moon white again. She falls around me. I needed you more. You wanted us less. Could not kiss. Just regress. It might not be clear, simple, and pain. Well, that's just me. That's just one of my names. Don't let the days go by. Could have been easier on you, you. Glycerine, 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 glycerine. That was from Bush. It's their song, Glycerine. Just in case anyone cares. Might have a drink. Hello, welcome. Hello, welcome to the happy hour. Oh, how do people sing through hair like this? It was getting in my mouth. It's going to make it really hard to drink. Hello. If it's your first time here, you're probably super confused and have no idea what's going on here, but this is our weekly show called The Happy Hour, and it is the grunge edition. So yeah, sorry to break character, but I thought we'll do the first couple in character, and then we'll say g'day, because I know we've got some folks here live. Should I wear the wig the entire time? I don't know. You tell me. Let's come up here and say, oh, there's too many folks here saying too many nice things, so I appreciate it. Yes, Pete with hairs. I know it's a bit hard to deal with, isn't it? Yeah, we've got Spot 11 here, lots of drugs. Yeah, no, definitely not these days. Hey, Russ, how you doing? Desolate morning, g'day to you. Scott's here, and Marcia is here. I've seen you. What a live stream to catch, right? Yeah, kicking it up, kicking it old school. Jade's here, Jeff's here. Nice hair, thank you. Yes, I haven't had hair like this for quite a while. Yeah, the only thing I don't like about this version is it's lacking the string outro. I know. Can't get the strings going on. Can barely get the guitar going on. And I didn't have any reverb on that either. So it was just all me. It was all raw. Yes. Grunge. Absolutely. Go on the grunge. Oh, now, so we've got some folks asking for things. Alice in Chains, Rooster. It's a really hard song to play. I tried Them Bones, I tried Wood, and I tried Rooster, and none of them would work on the acoustic. I just couldn't get it going on. But yeah, there you go. There's our Glycerine. Like Strawberry Fields. That's it, Gary. Absolutely. Now, how's the mix here? I haven't got the headphones on because that was a next level difficulty thing that I couldn't quite do. I've lost my pick. There it is. Couldn't quite do here. So let me know how the mix is going as well, and we'll have a red when I'm drinking the Little Banger from the Little Bang Brewery here in Adelaide, a brewery that didn't exist in the 90s when grunge was around, but still. Cheers. Hope you are doing well and having a good weekend. We're going to finish it off here in style with some with some grunge. Question: what does Georgie think of the wig? She found it for me, actually. I said, "Hey, I'm doing grunge. Don't suppose we have a wig?" And she's like, "One moment, Dress up box, yeah, got the wig going on. So this is not actually super unlike what my hair used to look like. I used to tie it back in a ponytail, so I used to imagine me like that with the ponytail, but it was a few shades darker. So yeah. Sounds good to me. Cool. Well, yeah, I've had to had to lower the volume here because there's a few songs that I scream a bit in, as you've already heard. So why don't we, speaking of songs, why don't we get in and play another tune because we're already 10 minutes in and we've got a bunch of songs to play here today. So this is a song. I'll keep the blonde wig on at least for this one, because this is a song by Australian band, who jumped on the whole grunge thing back in the day. A bunch of 15-year-olds. So I'll tell you a little bit more about them afterwards, in case you're unaware of this band and what they did and what they do. But this is a song that they submitted into like it wasn't Triple J, but it was an SBS sort of songwriting unearthed style band competition back in the day, and they won it. And then they went on to become a very famous and successful band. This is Silverchair with this song called Tomorrow. And Daniel Johns looked a lot like me in the day, but maybe 20, 30 kgs lighter. Anyway, goes like this. Try that again. It's 12 o'clock and it's a wonderful day. I know you hate me, but I'll ask anyway. Won't you come with me to a place in a little town? The only way to get there is to go straight down. There's no bathroom and there is no sink. The water out of the tap is very hard to drink, very hard to drink. Say the money isn't everything, but I like to see you live without it. You think you can keep on going, living like a king? Ooh, babe, but I strongly doubt it. Very hard to drink, very hard to drink. You're gonna wait till fat boy, wait till tomorrow. You're gonna wait till fat boy, wait till tomorrow. Oh, now, da 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 da. Tomorrow. See, back in the day, when you hit those higher parts where I had to go to falsetto, you just scream them. You just scream them out and you go, who cares if I can't speak in an hour's time? You scream them out and hope for the best and hit them if you hit them and don't if you don't. So there you So yeah, I'm intrigued to know. So yeah, that was Silverchair, and they were from Newcastle here in Australia. Bunch of 15-year-old kids when they wrote and released that song. Their debut album, Frog Stomp, was a #1 album here in Australia, and I think they definitely got play on the college radio stations back in the '90s over in the US. So let me know if you're from the US or the UK or Europe or anywhere else. Silverchair, do they ring a bell? Let me know. Jade says I'm used to you wearing a wig now. When I take it off, it'll be a shock. Yeah, well, we've got all of our long hair bands playing up front. So I'll play all of our long hair bands and I'll take it off because it's getting really really heavy in here, really hot, and my head's feeling super heavy. Thank you, Curtis. Good to see you, my friend. Thanks for dropping on by. Just coming up here. I forgot about this song. Yeah, it's a very cool song, like the Silverchair. Yep, cool. So it sounds like people have heard of Silverchair, at least some of them. Love Buzz the band, Violet by Hole. Yeah, so let's talk about some of the bands that I'm not going to play because I tried. So Violet, Courtney Love again, she can wail, and I try, but I'm not quite up there with her. But Violet is a cool song, and yeah, and same with Foo Fighters. I didn't put any Foo Fighters in here. So basically none of the, what I call the Nirvana spin-off bands. I don't know. I wasn't judging. I wasn't saying, oh, these are not grunge enough. I'm just like, I've played a lot of those before. Played a lot of Foo Fighters in the past. And yeah, Hole was just too hard to learn, to be honest. But yeah, we got some other folks coming up here, including the next one, which if I could change the color of my wig, I would. Because this was a dude from Seattle from the 90s and also had long hair, but it was a different color. I wanted to be this guy, and I actually played one of the few gigs I played with my band Scarpa back in the 90s. We supported a cover band who were covering this particular artist, and I'm trying to remember the name of the band. It was like one of those play on words cover band names. I think it was called... It might have just been called Alive, the something show. Anyway, let's have have a bit of a drink here, because how do you get around long hair? People, help me out. You tie it back, right? That's what most sensible people do. But not in the 90s. We didn't believe in tying our hair back. We wanted to grow it long and down in our face so that we could hide our true feelings. Let's kick into this one, give it a crack. Hadn't played this for about 10 years until this week, so I'm playing a very simplified version of it, so hopefully it comes out okay. Well, let's do it. Lone, listless, breakfast table in an otherwise empty room. Young girl, violence, center of her own attention. Mother reads aloud, child tries to understand it, tries to make her proud. The shades go down, it's in her head, painted room, can't deny there's something wrong. Don't call me daughter, not fair to the picture kept will remind me. Don't call me daughter, not fair to the picture kept will remind me. Don't call me. She holds her hand, then puts it down. She will rise above. All right. Don't call me daughter, not fit to the picture kept will remind me. Don't call me daughter, not fit to be the picture picture kept will remind me. Don't call me daughter, not fair to. The picture kept will remind me. Don't call me daughter, not fair to me. The picture kept will remind me. Don't call me. The shades go down, shades go down, shades go. Of course, the one and only. I say that a lot, don't I? The one and only Pearl Jam. Probably my favourite band of all time, would have to be. Pearl Jam and Nirvana. I should have brought my props, my collection of Pearl Jam and Nirvana, CDs, DVDs, videos, everything, upstairs. You know how you used to have those stacks, those black 30 CD little cubes? So I had a bunch of them, like maybe 7 or 8. I had one that was just Nirvana. And you might be thinking, Pete, Nirvana didn't release 30 CDs. If you dug deep enough, bought all the singles, all the bootlegs, all the live albums, they sure did. They had plenty more. They were overflowing with Nirvana CDs. Red. Thanks for being here. Oh, this is my time of the week to let my hair down. Get it? See what I did there? Oh, that's looking creepy. No one capture this and make it a GIF, because that's really disturbing. All right. All right. While I got the long hair on, we got to kick it down a notch here, because that one took it out of me a little bit, and I'm gonna go back into got to get back into character. The world sucks, life's bad. All right, I'm good. I'm there. Let's play another tune by the aforementioned band. This was probably made more famous by its performance in the Unplugged of this particular band, of Nirvana, of course. And it's the song called Dumb. Goes like this. I'm not like them, but I can pretend. The sun's gone, but I haven't lied. The day's done, but I'm having fun. I think I'm dumb, or maybe just happy. Think I'm just happy. Think I'm just happy. Think I'm just happy. My heart is broke, but I have some glue. Help me inhale, mend it with you. We'll float around, hang out on clouds. Then we'll come down and have a hangover. Have a hangover. Have a hangover. Have a hangover. Skim the sun, fall asleep. Wish away, the soul is cheap. Lesson learned, wish me luck. Soothe the burn, wake me up. I'm not like them, but I can pretend. The sun is gone, but I haven't lied. The day is done, and I'm having fun. I think I'm dumb, or maybe just happy. Think I'm just happy. Think I'm just happy. Think I'm just happy. I think I'm dumb. 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 Yeah. So as you go through these here, we're getting to the section. So obviously we've had a couple of Nirvana tunes. We're getting to the section where it gets a bit sad because a lot of the singers of a lot of the bands that I liked in the 90s no longer with us. So yeah, it does get a little bit sad. But thank you. Pete is saying how I feel in school. Oh man, don't feel dumb, by the way, and don't. I was about to say don't worry about school. listen to Pete's education advice. Don't worry about school, kids. But seriously, don't worry that much about school, because it's once it's done, you look back on it and you're like, I should have just been having a holiday during school. I was worrying and stressing about this stuff, and yeah, absolutely the curse of 27. I know. There was definitely a period of the curse of 27 back in the day, and continues to be the case. Yeah, of course, Jeff Buckley. We're not playing any Jeff Buckley today either. So many that we're not playing, but don't worry, there are plenty that we are playing that we're going to kick into in a moment. Another couple of bands starting with S. There you go. There's a tip for you, a hint. Yes, there's a few other Seattle bands that start with an S that we'll be playing in a moment. So. Yeah, so my school story about that song is that there's a line in that that's we'll float around and hang out on clouds, then we'll come down and have a hangover. So when I don't know if you do this anymore, but back in my day, I used to have a yearbook, like a school yearbook, and maybe it's all digital now. I don't know. Is it just Facebook now? So we had a school yearbook, and it was like the yearbook committee were doing their thing, and I was ignoring it because I was a grunge man. I wasn't going to listen to no yearbook committee. And then, like, someone came up to me and said, "Pete, you haven't put in your yearbook quote, and it's due yesterday. If you don't put it in now, you get nothing." And I'm like, "Oh man, I think I was just listening to my copy of In Utero," and I'm like, "We'll float around and hang out on clouds, then we'll come down and have a hangover." And they printed it, no questions asked. They just printed that. So forever in my high school yearbook, 1996, my quote is that. So yeah, there you go. Be careful, kids. What you say can stick with you forever. Except I don't think anyone will ever read that again. But anyway, it's weird what you do there. All right, play lefty, as in left-handed. Jeez, I hope not. I struggle to play righty, so playing lefty is not really going to be an option. Let's kick in now. We're still in our long-haired phase, so we'll kick in with another tune here. And I just learned how to play this one. I never played this one back in the day, but it's one of my favourite songs by, again, one of my favourite bands. And yeah, they start with an S, and their name is STP. Yeah, you know me. And of course, we're talking about the Stone Temple Pilots. And this is a tune of theirs called Vaseline. One time the thing occurred to me, what's real and what's for sale. Blew a kiss and tried to take it home. Is it you, is it me? Search for things that you can't see. Going blind, out of reach, somewhere in the Vaseline. 2 times it hits has read to me. Punch drunk and without bail. Think I'd be safer all alone. Flies in the Vaseline we are. Sometimes it blows my mind, getting stuck here all the time. It isn't you, it isn't me. Search for things that you can't see. Going blind, out of reach, somewhere in the Vaseline. You'll see the look and you'll see the lies. You'll eat the lies and you will. Flies in the Vaseline we are. Sometimes it blows my mind. Keep getting stuck here all the time. It isn't me, it isn't you. Search for things that you can't see. Going down, out of reach, somewhere in the Vaseline. no. Reality strikes. But that's okay, because this is going to be super fitting for our next song. You'll see. You'll see. Now I was researching as I was learning some of these songs, because I know a lot of them, but I did learn that one, and I learned a few other ones for the show today. And I was researching Stone Temple Pilots. If you're wondering why didn't Pete play Plush, Interstate Love Song, one of the other very cool Stone Temple Pilots songs, they're really hard. Like, those dudes used some really complicated jazz chords, like, A flat. There was one that was, I can't even remember what it was, but I could barely play it. It wasn't that, it was like dirt, 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 dirt. Yeah, they had a whole bunch of really whack chords, and I'm like, I'm not learning that. So yeah, thank you everybody for being here. Thank you, Desolate Morning. Thanks, Mark. Oh yeah, cheers. I'm gonna have a drink. Cheers to that red, absolutely. Yes, we lost the hair. Advanced hair in reverse. Yeah. Thank you, everybody. Just going to take a quick breather, and then we'll kick on with another tune. And after we've rocked out that one, we're going to change it up again. We're going to kick back and kick in with another tune. I like this band. I like that they were on The Simpsons. One of my favourite lines of The Simpsons is when Homer's at the festival, and Billy Corgan walks up to Homer and says, "Billy Corgan, Smashing Pumpkins," and Homer says, "Homer Simpson, smiling politely." And I'm like, that's seriously. Still, every time we say Smashing Pumpkins now in this household, we say Homer Simpson, smiling politely. This is why it's relevant, because Billy Corgan's head, by choice, back in the 90s, looked... Well, actually, he started out with longer hair, and then he shaved it all off. And by the time he was writing these sort of tunes, after this tune I'm going to play is from Siamese Dream, I believe. And then they did... Melancholy and the Infinite Sadness. Yeah, there's a few albums anyway, but he slowly got less hair, and to the point where now he had zero hair. I think he's still rocking around with zero hair. Anyway, this is a tune by Smashing Pumpkins, and it is called Disarm, and it's a very nice mellow tune. One of my favorite Smashing Pumpkins tunes. Let's all mellow out here with a little Smashing Pumpkins. You with a smile, cut you like you want me to, cut that little child inside of me and such a part of you. Oh, the years burn. Ooh, the years burn. Used to be a little boy, so old in my shoes. What I choose is my choice. What's a boy supposed to do? The killer in me, the killer in you, my love. Send this smile over to you. Disarm you with a smile, leave you like you left me, to wither in denial. Bitterness of one who's left alone. Oh, the years burn. Oh, yeah, years burn, burn, burn. Used to be a little boy, so old in my shoes, and what I choose is my choice. What's the boy supposed to do? The killer in me is the killer in you, my love. Send this smile over to you. Killer in me is the killer in you. Service my lover to you. The killer in me is the killer in you. Service my lover to you. The softer side of grunge in the 90s. Cheers. Whew. I said that was a softer one for having a bit of a break, and then, ended up being a little bit harder. There you go. Yeah, exactly. Pumpkins really were like two bands. Mellow here, and then Bullet for Butterfly Wings is heavy stuff, right? So there's the two other songs that I love playing, but don't really go to acoustic well is Zero. So there's she's the one for me, she's all I really need, oh yeah. So yeah, that is a cool song. That's Zero. And then the world is a vampire sent to raid. So both of those are very cool songs. And yeah, they actually, so was it Melancholy and the Infinite Sadness that they had Twilight and Stardust? No, it was like Twilight and Sunlight or something. There were two different discs, and basically one was like rockin' tunes and one was all mellow ballads. And I thought that was really cool. You don't see that sort of thing much these days. Yeah, the Adore album was good. Yeah, so much. I'm going to go, who's going to go listen to Smashing Pumpkins? Oh no, I love it. Never heard that one, Ross. Very cool. Well, yeah, go and check it out. I think it's off of, is it Siamese Dream? I think it's off of Siamese Dream. Listen to some early Smashing Pumpkins. They've got some good stuff over there. Righty dokey. Oh, hang on. So Scott says they're making a sequel to the album, apparently. 33-track double album. There you go. Get amongst it. All righty. Let's continue on, shall we? We've got, what are we at? We've got 20 minutes left. Now, let's go across the pond, shall we? Because while Seattle and all the West Coast, a little bit of East Coast, but mostly West Coast of the US, was dominating the grunginess back in the 90s, there were a few bands that were kind of jumping on the bandwagon and playing a little bit over the pond. And one of those such bands was a band called Radiohead. And they're, you could argue whether they're grunge or not, but who cares? They play cool tunes. And one of my favourite songs of theirs is one that has lots of dynamics in it. Back in the 90s and in the grunge era, we had lots of dynamics. It was basically because in most songs, what you did is you played some arpeggiated power chords, and then you hit your Boss DS1, and then you went, and then you went back to. So like most songs ended up having sort of a lot more dynamics. These days, rock songs are usually just full distortion, full bore. They're Metallica, they're Foo Fighters, they're just all go, but they don't have a lot of, like Tool and Muse and some others still have a bit of that, but a lot of them are more straightforward. But back in the day, you had songs like this one, which if you listen to the original version, like it's so soft and mellow, and then it is so hard when they kick in with the wailing vocals in the chori that it's cool. Anyway, I'm going to play an acoustic version of it. It is, of course, Creep by Radiohead. You were here before, couldn't look you in the eyes. You're just like an angel, your skin makes me cry. You float like a feather in a beautiful world. I wish I was special. You're so very special. But I'm a creep. I'm a weirdo. What the hell am I doing here? I don't belong here. Don't care if it hurts. I wanna have control. I want a perfect body. I want a perfect soul. I want you to notice when I'm not around. So fucking special. I wish I was special, but I'm a creep and I'm a widow. What the hell am I doing here? I don't belong here. Oh, oh, she's running out the door. She's running out. Run, 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 run. Whatever makes you happy, whatever you want, so fucking special. I wish I was special, but I'm a creep. I'm a widow. What the hell am I doing here? I don't belong here. I don't belong here. Now, I don't know if it won it, but Radiohead's Creep was one of the first Hottest 100s, which is a big sort of Radio 100 countdown that happens every summertime here in Australia. It came either first or second. It was like one of the very first ones back in 1994. And yeah, that's sort of when I was first getting into a lot of this sort of music. And my goodness, if you go back and look at those charts from 94, 95, 96, 97, it is full of these bands. Like, I knew all 100 of all of the songs. Oh, that one takes it out of me too. Again, with the up and down and the different things, yeah, it is going there. And yes, sorry, I normally say that I'm allowed like 1 or 2 F-bombs, and I resisted the first time and did the radio edit version, and then I thought, no, I owe it to Radiohead to give it there as well. Alrighty, let's continue on. Come on, Pete, how special? See? I wasn't even watching the chat, but I knew you'd appreciate that. You knew I should go all in. All right. Red indeed. Where are we at? Okay. Couple more here. Now, again, for anyone purist are going to say, that's not grunge, then that's okay. But whatever, because I'm going to play some other tunes that are different. Oh, High and Dry. That is a wonderful song, by the way. Don't have time to slip another radio hit in here, but that's another great song to play. Oh, and a really cool song to boot. But yeah, let's play another tune here. Just because you couldn't get around in 1995 in the midst of grunge, or probably towards the end of grunge, without hearing this band. And because we're across the pond, we got to give them a spin. And this is a shout out to all of my friends in the UK who are probably fast asleep right now, so won't be able to really tune in live. But if you're watching on the replay, yeah, how about that local cricket match? Warwickshire beat Sussex today. Sorry, I do know about stuff, but let's just play this before I get into more trouble. This is, of course, the one and only Oasis, 1995, their tune called Wonderwall. Today is gonna be the day that they're gonna throw it back to you. By now you should have somehow realized what you gotta do. I don't believe that anybody feels the way I do about you now. Backbeat, the word is on the street that the fire in your heart is out. I'm sure you heard it all before, but you never really had a doubt. I don't believe that anybody feels the way I do about you now. And all the roads that we have to walk are winding, and all the lights that lead us there are blinding. There are many things that I would like to say to you, but I don't know how. 'Cause maybe you're gonna be the one that shaves me. And after all, you're my Wonderwall. Today was gonna be the day, but they'll never throw it back to you. By now you should have somehow realized what you're not to do. And I don't believe that anybody feels the way I do about you now. And all the roads that lead you there are winding, and all the lights that light the way are blinding. There are many things that I would like to say to you, but I don't know how. I said maybe you're gonna be the one that saves me. And after all, you're my Wonderwall. I said maybe, you're gonna be the one that saves me. And after all, you're my Wonderwall. Oasis with Wonderwall from 1995, and I meant to have my semi-Oasis, like my semi-Noel Gallagher glasses on to be doing a bit of this. So yeah, I forgot, like, baby, today is gonna be the day that they're gonna throw it back to you. So but I didn't. Forgot my props. I'm not used to performing with props, but it's kind of fun. I hope the wig's still back there somewhere. Ooh. Woo. Actually, I was going to say I'll put it back on for one of the songs coming up, but I won't, because I just won't. Now, I'm gonna. This is actually no. I'll go with this one. While we're across the pond, let's do one more from over there. And unfortunately, this is another song that I mean, we've got a couple more to come with lead singers who are no longer with us. I apologise. I don't mean to bring us down, but it's an homage to these folks. Now, this is one I was rehearsing this today, and my wife said, "Are you going to play that one?" And I'm like, "Maybe, it's on the reserve list." And then I snuck it back in because it's a cool song, but it's out of my range. So we're going to be up in the falsetto again on this one, and it's because it's a female lead singer, and it's actually the only song in the list. I wanted to make sure I slotted this in one because it's been, let's be honest, it's been a sausage fest, and we need to have a female singer song in here. Should have put some hole in there. Red. Alrighty, let's play this one. This is, of course, the Cranberries and their classic song called Zombie. Goes like this. Knock over your beer. Let's start that again. Another hand hangs lowly, child is softly taken. The violence caused such silence, who we mistaken. mistaken. But you see, it's not me, it's not my family. In your head, they are fighting with their tanks and their bombs and their bombs and their guns. In your head, they are crying. It's in your head, zombie, zombie, zombie. Hey, hey, what's in your head? In your head, zombie, zombie, zombie. Hey, 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 oh. Another mother's breaking, heart is taking over. When the violence causes silence, we must not be mistaken. It's the same old scene since 1916. In your head, they still fighting with their tanks and their bombs and their bombs and their guns. In your head, they are dying. What's in your head? In your head, zombie, zombie, zombie. What's in your head? In your head, zombie, zombie, zombie. Hey, 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 oh, 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 oh. Yes, the Cranberries with Zombie. And again, wee bit out of my range, but we gave it a red hot go, didn't we? What should we play now? I'm undecided. We've only played one Pearl Jam song, haven't we? It would be a bit sacrilege not to play any more Pearl Jam, wouldn't it? Let's play some classic Pearl Jam, shall we? I was going to play. Someone suggested Aneurysm by Nirvana. I nearly played that because that's a really cool song. That's the one that does the... Come on over and do the twist. And then Crazy Mary by Pearl Jam. It's a cover song of an old song, and it's a really nice song too. But it's a little bit more mellow. And I want to finish, I want to have a little bit more rockin' time before we play the closer here. So I'm going to play a song. It was actually the first song that I ever performed live. First song I sung live. So we're going right back to the well. I performed this song with a band that we put together with myself and a couple of friends. We called ourselves Shonky Wiring. Go figure. It was the 90s. And we played Alive by Pearl Jam. And it was the first time I'd actually sung in public. It was at school. I was facing my fears. I was doing all those things. And it turned out okay. And the rest is history. Well, the rest is I didn't play or sing again for 15 years. And then I started again. And the rest is history. So this is a second to last song. This is a song by Pearl Jam. It's called Alive. Son, she said, let's try that again. Son, she said, have I got a little story for you? What you thought was your daddy, nothing but while you were sitting home alone at age 13. Your real daddy was dying, sorry you didn't see him. But I'm glad we talked, oh, I'm still alive, yeah. Oh, I'm still alive, yeah. Oh, I'm still alive. Oh, she walked slowly across the young man's room. She said, I'm ready for you. Well, I can't remember anything till this very day, except the look, oh, you know where. Now I can see, I just stare. Oh, I'm still alive, yeah. Oh, I'm still alive, yeah. Oh, I'm still alive. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Is something wrong, she said. Of course there is, yeah. Oh, you're still alive, she said. Oh, but do I deserve to be? Is that the question? Oh, and if so, who answers, Ah, oh, I'm still alive, yeah. Oh, I'm still alive, yeah. Oh, I'm still alive. Oh, I can't, no. We can't have that as the last Pearl Jam that we play, because that was, and I appreciate, by the way, Mark, I saw this pop out of the corner of my eye while you were playing that. Well, I was playing that, and I'm like, thank you, but my goodness, I needed to practice that one, and I really didn't do it. I didn't get there. So let's continue on. I'm going to play a little bit of Crazy Mary because I just love this song, just because. And just because it's a really cool song. And I've realised I've still got my reverb on, so let's just play a little bit of this, and then we'll finish up here. She lived on a curve in the road, in an old tar paper shack, on the south side of town, on the wrong side of the tracks. Sometimes on the way into town, we'd say, Mama, can we stop and give her a ride? Sometimes we did, but her hands flew from her side. Wild-eyed Crazy Mary. Down a long dirt road, past the parson's place, that old blue car we used to race. Little country store with a sign tucked to the side, said no Loiteringa loud. Underneath the sign always congregated quite a crowd. Take a bottle, drink it down, pass it around. Take a bottle, drink it down now, pass it around. Take a bottle, drink it down, pass it around. Just needed to cleanse. Just needed to cleanse that awful attempt at Alive. And yeah, I should have played, you're right. I already played Black. I should have played Black, because I've played that before. But you know what? It's wonderful to be alive. Exactly. Let's go on the positive side. Faith No More. Now, Mark, you've made a contribution. You've asked for Faith No More. I'll tell you the honest story here is that I tried to learn. And again, with Faith No More, I'm like, oh, there's got to be a Faith No More. I tried Dig in the Grave. I tried Evidence. I tried Epic. The only song I can play of theirs is Easy. And you've heard me play that a bunch of times. So here's the thing. You've donated. I vow that in the next couple, so within the next month worth, next 4 happy hours, I will sneak in a Faith No More song somehow, somewhere, somehow. And if I don't, remind me. And then I owe you five loonies. I owe you $5 Canadian bucks if I can't. Alrighty, we are at the 1 hour mark. So my feeling about see. sometimes you should just go with your original plan. Let's have another beverage. Cheers. And now I don't have I don't have my wig on, but this is a song that is very special to me and a band that's very special to me. I've played a tune by this band before, but I've actually never played this one on the show here. And I don't know why, because it's a good song, and probably because it makes me a bit sad, because like a lot of the artists we've played here today, this is one that we lost the lead singer of, and it's more sad because, I mean, with all due respect to Scott, I can't remember his name, Stone Temple Pilots guy, someone's going to, sorry, but Kurt Cobain, a lot of the folks who were playing back in the days, heavy drug use, a lot of other things going on. We thought Chris Cornell had made it through. We thought he'd got through. But it just goes to show that, sometimes those inner demons, they're still there and they still reside. So before I play this one, yes, please, if you are suffering with anything, anxiety, stress, depression, it's a real thing. It affects real people. And we don't want any more musicians that go down this path. But now we've got the somber stuff out of the way. Let's kick on and play this tune. I hope I do it justice. It is, of course, Black Hole Sun by Soundgarden, featuring the amazing vocals of Chris Cornell, this time me. Let's give it a go. 3, 4. In my eyes, indisposed, in disguises no one knows, hides a face, lies the snake, the sun in my disgrace, boiling heat, summer stench, 'neath the black the sky looks dead. Call my name through the cream, and I'll hear you scream again. Black hole sun, won't you come? Wash away the rain. Black hole sun, won't you come? Won't you come? Won't you come? Stuttering, cold and damp, still the warm and tired friend. Times are gone for honest men, and sometimes far too long for snakes. In my shoes, walk in sleep, and my youth just pray to keep. Heaven sent hell away, no one sings like you anymore. Black hole sun, won't you come? Wash away the rain. Black hole sun, won't you come? Won't you come? Black hole sun, won't you come? Wash away the rain. Black hole sun, won't you come? Won't you come? Black hole sun, black hole sun, won't you come? Black hole sun, black hole sun, won't you come? Black hole sun, black hole sun, won't you come? Hang my head, drown my fear, till you all just disappear. Black hole sun, won't you come? Wash away the rain. black hole sun, won't you come, won't you come? Black hole sun, won't you come? Wash away the rain, black hole sun, won't you come, won't you come? Black hole sun, 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 black hole sun. Had to finish that one on a B7, my favourite chord. I like it so much. It's actually a B chord. I play a bad B chord. I kind of like it with a B7 in the acoustic version. There you go. So yes, grunge means a lot to me. It was my music growing up. It was the 90s. It was, it was everything. It was everything to my music that I create now. Like there's so many influences and so many things that I learned from playing these covers. And the whole reason I do this show, well, one of the reasons I do this show is that it helps to learn songs. People look down their noses at playing cover songs. But in the since March, so what are we're like 8 months now, I've been doing a show every week of doing a happy hour show. And I've played probably over 300, 400 songs by now that I've learnt and played, and just learning the different chord progressions and the different styles and trying different things, experimenting with arrangements, substituting and replacing chords. Yeah, you learn a lot from listening to some of the best. So thank you everyone for being here, and thanks for all of your kindness. And for those of you into the recording side, don't forget we've got GarageBand Weekly tomorrow. We've got a lot to talk about on GarageBand Weekly. We'll be chatting about the new update, of course. It'll probably be a new update special. So if you're updating to GarageBand or considering upgrading, you might want to join me for that one. Next week's happy hour, still got to decide on the theme. I went grunge this week because I thought it was a bit of a cheat because I know a lot of these songs pretty well. But next week, if you've got any ideas, maybe we'll put it to a poll. We'll put a vote out there maybe through the week and see what we do. But until next time, thank you for being here, and I will see you on the next video. Please take care of yourselves. Take care of others, and keep creating.